Hello, I'm Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special housing report brought to you in association with the BNZ. Today we're looking at the outlook for the housing market in 2010 as we head into the new year. We're starting to see some signals from December and January that the outlook is weakening. Firstly, we got some numbers from the realestate.co.nz website showing that the number of new listings going onto the market in January fell versus December for the first time in a long time. We're also seeing the listing prices for these houses dropping slightly. Elsewhere, the Mike Pero mortgages and the Infometrics measure of the leading indicator for the property sector shows that the time it takes to sell a house, the number of houses sold, and the price all show, or at least indicate, for the first time in a couple of years, prices and the market is starting to cool off a bit. What's going on here? Because we had such a good period from March through to November when many people saw interest rates drop very quickly and decided to jump into the market. Well, things have definitely cooled off and the market seems like it's running out of breath. There's a couple of reasons for this. Bank lending is remarkably weak. Despite the low interest rates and the fact our banks are pretty solid, we're not seeing a growth in bank lending. And there's some reasons for that. All around the world, banks are tightening up because they're going to need more capital in the long run. And they're going to be more careful about how they lend, particularly on property. We're also seeing real interest rates, the ones you have to pay, not just the official cash rate, that's rising. And the banks are being tougher. It's very difficult now to get any sort of loan for an apartment or some sort of detached house, particularly in Auckland where leaky buildings are an issue. And the banks are just generally being tight. That's going to keep the housing market certainly with a lid on through the rest of 2010. And as interest rates start to rise, particularly in late 2010, that will really put the squeeze on the market. I'm Hickey. That was a special housing report brought to you in association with the BNZ.